Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into something that a lot of people experience but maybe don't talk about much. Those moments in intimacy where things just fall short,
Yeah.
maybe feel frustratingly brief.
Exactly. And it impacts both partners, doesn't it? That feeling of disconnect.
Totally. So if that sounds familiar, if you've wished for, I don't know, deeper, more lasting connection, you're definitely in the right place. And you're not alone in feeling that way.
Absolutely not. And what we want to explore today isn't some, magic bullet. It's more about the journey of building real sexual stamina, something that honestly can really transform intimacy.
Yeah, transform the connection, the satisfaction, the whole thing.
Precisely. It goes way beyond just the physical act.
Right. And we've got a really candid source for this deep dive. It's the personal story of a couple, let's call them Maya and James. They share their own struggles, but also, crucially, the actual practical things they figured out together.
And that's our mission here, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. To pull out the key takeaways from what they learned so that you can maybe find ways to achieve those, more fulfilling, intimate moments too.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's dive in. Okay, so let's unpack this. Maya and James's story kicks off with this romantic cabin getaway.
Sounds ideal, right? Just them, no distractions.
Totally. But it pretty quickly turned into, well, repeated disappointment. James was really open about sessions ending way too soon, sometimes like 3 minutes.
Wow. And it's easy to just think, okay, that's his issue, but the ripple effect was huge, wasn't it?
Yeah, James felt frustrated, obviously, but Maya actually started kind of pulling back. She even stopped initiating things.
Because the potential for disappointment was just hanging over them. It was actively damaging the connection they were trying to build, a major strain.
That's such a key moment, the realization that this wasn't just about James needing to, quote, last longer.
Right. It became about saving their whole intimate connection.
Yeah. And they knew, hoping wasn't a strategy. They had to actively find real solutions.
So what's fascinating here is one of the first things they uncovered, that statistic about premature ejaculation.
Oh, yeah, that it affects up to 30% of men at some point.
Exactly. Just knowing it's that common, helped James feel, well, less alone. It shifted things from feeling like a personal failing to more like a shared challenge.
Makes sense. And what about Maya's side? I think a big insight was that stamina isn't just a guy problem, right?
Absolutely. That was a huge realization for them. While James was focused on his control, Maya understood her own fitness mattered just as much. Things like core strength, pelvic floor health, even just general cardio fitness.
Yeah, it affects comfort, pleasure, being able to be active during sex. It really takes two.
It really does. For that mutual satisfaction everyone's looking for.
So connecting those dots, they landed on these 3 core pillars: physical fitness, breathing, and mental control.
And they learn pretty quick that just trying one thing, like only focusing on breathing or only trying to mentally hold back.
It just leads to frustration, right?
Yeah.
Because you're missing the other pieces.
Exactly. It's holistic.
And talking about physical fitness, where were they starting from? It sounds like it was relatable.
Yeah, Jane said it was a bit of an eye-opener, barely 10 push-ups. And Maya realizing her core strength limited the positions she felt comfortable in.
It really makes the point, though. You don't have to be some super athlete to begin. You start where you are.
Absolutely. Anyone can improve.
Okay, so they knew they needed these pillars. They started exploring exercises, specifically sexercises, as they call them.
Targeted stuff.
And the first big one, the real game changer for both, was Kegels, but with a twist.
Right. The twist being they realized they'd been doing them completely wrong for years.
Which is so common. So how do you do them properly? What did they figure out?
Okay, so the key is finding the right muscles first. You know the trick, imagine stopping urination midstream.
Right, and this is important, don't actually practice that way. Bad for the bladder.
Crucial point. Use that feeling just to identify the muscles. Then the actual exercise is squeeze those specific muscles for about, say, 3 to 5 seconds.
Okay, squeeze 3 to 5 seconds.
Then, and this is often missed, relax completely for a full 10 seconds. Let everything go.
10 seconds relax. That's longer than the squeeze.
Much longer. It's vital for control. And you repeat that squeeze-relax cycle about 10 times.
10 reps. And they did this how often?
3 sets a day, like morning, afternoon, evening. Build it into the routine.
And the beauty is you can do them anywhere.
Right.
Maya was doing them on calls, James during his commute.
Totally discreet. And the results, they started noticing them in about 3 weeks.
Wow, that fast. What changed?
For James, it was more control, definitely. For Maya, stronger sensations, better tightness, more endurance herself, a real win-win, like you said.
Okay, so Kegels were huge. But what about overall fitness? Why is that so important?
Well, think about it. Sex is physical activity. It gets your heart rate up.
Right. It's basically cardio.
Exactly. So regular exercise keeps your heart healthy and conditions your body for that kind of exertion. Better cardio fitness equals better stamina, period.
Makes total sense.
Hmm.
So how do they tackle that? They didn't hit the gym right away, did they?
No, they started at home. Simple, accessible stuff. Push-ups were key for upper body strength, useful in lots of positions.
Okay, push-ups.
Squats, too, great for glutes, balance, overall stamina. And Maya found they boosted her confidence, feeling stronger.
Squats, got it. Anything else?
Planks, fantastic for core strength, stability, posture, really foundational.
Push-ups, squats, planks, body weight basics, and cardio.
That took a bit more convincing, apparently, but they started easy, 20-minute walks together.
Nice, making it a couple things.
Yeah. Then they gradually added some jogging intervals. They aimed for that general guideline, 75 to 150 minutes of actual sweat-breaking exercise a week.
So maybe 30 minutes 5 times a week.
That was their goal. And making it a shared activity was massive for accountability and bonding. Plus, some research suggests that kind of shared physical challenge can even boost arousal.
Interesting. So fitness became fun, not a chore.
Pretty much. It reinforced their connection.
Okay, fitness covered. Now, the breathing. You mentioned this was where it got really interesting. What was the big mistake they were making?
The classic one. Holding their breath during intense moments, or just taking shallow, rapid breaths.
Right, which actually increases tension, doesn't it? Kicks in the stress response.
Exactly. It works against stamina. You're basically telling your body to speed things up.
So what's the alternative? Controlled breathing.
Precisely. Using specific patterns to calm the nervous system, gain control, and stay present.
And they had a secret weapon pattern, right? The 5-3-7-2.
That's the one. It sounds simple, but it's powerful. Inhale slowly through the nose for 5 seconds.
Okay, 5 seconds in.
Hold the breath gently for 3 seconds.
Hold 3.
Then exhale slowly, maybe through pursed lips, for 7 seconds.
7 out. Long exhale.
And then just pause naturally for 2 seconds before the next inhale.
5-3-7-2. And they didn't just try this in the bedroom first, did they?
No, smart move. They practiced it outside of sexual situations first, on their walks, maybe some light yoga, even just watching TV.
So it became automatic.
That was the goal. Make it second nature so you don't have to think about it during intimacy. It just happens.
And they found a way to use breathing together. Synchronized breathing.
Yes. During foreplay especially, one person would consciously set a slow, deep pace, and the other would match it.
Wow, that sounds incredibly intimate.
They said it was amazing for connection, like a dance but with breath. It just slows everything down, builds anticipation.
So the benefit is relaxation, more control.
And naturally lasting longer, yeah. It shifts the whole energy from frantic to connected.
Okay, physical, breathing. Now the mental game. This is huge, right? Performance anxiety.
Oh, it's a massive factor. It creates that horrible, vicious cycle.
Yep.
You worry about finishing too quickly, which makes you tense.
And it makes you finish quickly.
Exactly. A self-fulfilling prophecy. You have to break that cycle.
So how do they do that? The stop-start technique came up?
Yes. A classic, but effective. Basically, when James felt he was getting close to the point of no return, they just pause. All movement stops.
Just stop everything. That must require communication.
Absolutely. Patience and openness are key, especially initially. They had to learn to reframe those pauses.
Not as interruptions, but as part of it.
Right. Use that moment to kiss, to touch, make eye contact, breathe together, keep the connection going. Just pause the specific stimulation, wait for the urge to subside, then gently resume.
Okay, stop, start. And the squeeze technique.
Similar idea, slightly different action. When arousal peaks, gently squeezing the head of the penis for a few seconds can help reset the sensation a bit, allowing you to regain control without a full stop.
Gentle pressure. Got it. But beyond techniques, there was a bigger mental shift, wasn't there?
Definitely. Moving away from being so goal-oriented, that feeling of needing to rush towards orgasm.
Yeah, focusing on the finish line instead of the journey.
Exactly. They consciously shifted their focus to enjoying the process, savoring each sensation, each moment, being present with each other.
That sounds like it would make sex better for both of them, regardless of duration.
Absolutely. More pleasure, less pressure, a huge mental unlock.
So as they're working on exercises, breathing, mental techniques, they started looking at lifestyle too, right? Like what else impacts this?
Yeah, they realized It's all connected. You can't just isolate sex from the rest of your life. Nutrition came up.
Ah, yes. Certain foods that help with blood flow and energy, like dark chocolate, watermelon.
Pomegranates, nuts, things that support circulation. Not magic, but helpful.
And alcohol. James had a realization there, didn't he?
He did. Like a lot of guys, he thought maybe a drink would relax him, help him last longer.
But it backfired.
Totally. When he actually tracked it, cutting back, he realized alcohol was dulling his sensitivity and actually reducing his stamina. Counterintuitive for him.
Interesting. And sleep. Always important.
Crucial, aiming for that solid 7-8 hours. Lack of sleep just tanks performance and libido.
And stress. That affects everyone's desire and stamina.
Big time. They use things like meditation, yoga, just finding ways to manage daily stress levels, which directly benefited their intimacy.
So it wasn't one big dramatic change, but lots of small, supportive lifestyle tweaks.
Exactly. Supporting their bodies and minds overall just amplified the effects of the specific techniques they were using.
Okay, this is great. So for someone listening wanting to try this, what's a realistic timeline? You mentioned an 8-week roadmap based on their journey.
Yeah, consistency is key here. So weeks 1 and 2, start daily Kegels, those 3 sets of 10, 3 times a day, and add basic cardio, like 20-minute walks, maybe 5 times a week.
Weeks 1, 2, Kegels and walking. Got it.
Weeks 3 and 4, start adding those bodyweight exercises, squats, push-ups, planks. Start small, focus on form, gradually increase reps as you feel able.
Okay, weeks 3, 4, add strength work.
Weeks 5 and 6. This is where you really focus on integrating the breathing exercises. Practice that 5-3-7-2 pattern during the day, non-sexual moments, until it starts feeling natural.
Weeks 5, 6, make breathing automatic.
Then, weeks 7 and 8. Start consciously applying the controlled breathing during intimacy. And this is also when you might gently introduce the stop-start technique, always communicating openly.
Weeks 7 and 8, bring breathing and stop-start into the bedroom with communication.
And their results by week 8 were pretty inspiring. James went from maybe 3 to 5 minutes to consistently lasting 15-20 minutes.
Wow, significant jump.
Huge jump, but more than the time, they stressed the quality had skyrocketed. Deeper connection, more mutual satisfaction.
That's the real win.
Yeah.
Okay, so knowing this works, what are the common pitfalls? What mistakes did Maya and James make that others can avoid?
Biggest one. Expecting instant results. This takes time and consistent practice. Don't get discouraged after a week or two.
Right, patience.
What else?
Obsessing over the stopwatch. James admitted doing this initially, and it just kills the mood, adds pressure. Track progress, sure, but don't fixate.
Good point. And trying too much at once. Yes. Trying to implement Kegels, breathing, stop-start, and new exercises all in the first week is overwhelming. Introduce things gradually. Master one step before adding the next.
Makes sense. Any specific advice for men versus women?
For men, the advice is don't just focus on delaying ejaculation. See the bigger picture: fitness, breathing, mental calm all contribute. For women, remember your stamina, your strength, your pelvic floor health also matters significantly for mutual pleasure. It's a team effort.
And communication.
Yeah.
Essential, but can be awkward.
Definitely awkward at first for many couples. The skill is learning to talk about what feels good, what works, what doesn't, without it sounding like criticism. Focus on shared goals and positive experiences.
Okay, great advice. Now, for people who maybe master these basics, did Maya and James explore anything more advanced?
They did, yeah. Once they had a solid foundation, they looked into tantric breathing, for example.
Which isn't necessarily about lasting for hours, right? It's more about energy and connection.
Exactly. Circulating sexual energy, building intimacy through synchronized breath, often even before physical touch, deepening the non-physical connection.
And with more strength and stamina, trying different positions became easier too, I imagine.
For sure. Opened up new possibilities. And they also experimented with edging.
Ah, edging.
Yeah.
Approaching orgasm multiple times before release.
Right. It requires serious control built up over time, but the idea is it can lead to much more intense full-body orgasms. Definitely an advanced practice.
So after about 3 months of really committing to this whole process, what was the overall impact on their relationship?
It was profound. Duration-wise, yeah, they were consistently in the 20-30-minute range, which felt great for both of them.
But it was more than just time.
So much more. The quality was the biggest change. More presence, feeling truly connected, genuinely mutual satisfaction. And importantly, Maya felt comfortable initiating again. That was huge.
That's fantastic. Any other ripple effects outside the bedroom?
Loads. James's overall confidence got a major boost, spilling into other areas of his life. their communication skills improved dramatically across the board, not just about sex.
And the fitness helped too, presumably. Feeling stronger, more energetic.
Yeah, feeling better in their bodies, more attractive to each other, it all feeds into a positive cycle.
So how do you maintain this? It's not just an 8-week fix, is it?
No, it becomes a lifestyle. Integrating exercise and Kegels permanently, making the breathing techniques second nature, having regular casual check-ins about satisfaction, and just keeping that spirit of exploration and communication alive.
Okay, so let's boil this down to an immediate action plan someone listening can start, like today.
Yeah.
Based on what worked for Maya and James.
All right, day 1, start those Kegels properly. 3 sets of 10 reps, 3 times today. Squeeze 3 5-sec, relax 10 sec.
Day 1, Kegels. Day 2.
Go for that 20-minute walk, maybe together if possible. Aim to make it daily for this first week.
Day 2, walk. Day 3.
Practice the 5-3-7-2 breathing, just 5 minutes before bed. Get familiar with the pattern.
Day 3, breathing practice. Day 4.
Add just 5 push-ups and 5 squats. Focus on good form, not speed or quantity yet.
Day 4, add basic strength. Okay, then stepping back a bit. Week 2.
Week 2 is a good time to start bringing awareness to your breathing during foreplay. Just notice it, maybe try gently slowing it down.
Week 2, breath awareness during intimacy. And week 3.
Week 3, if you feel ready and communication is flowing, you could gently introduce the stop-start technique during a low-pressure moment.
Week 3, maybe try stop-start. This sounds doable broken down like that.
It is. The key, honestly, is commitment. Give it a real shot at least those 8 weeks before you decide if it's working. Real change takes time.
Approach it as a team, right? Set realistic goals.
Don't skip the fitness aspect. Make it fun somehow. Track progress gently. Be super patient with each other.
And remember the goal. Not just performance, but connection and mutual pleasure.
Exactly. That's the heart of it. And one final important point. If issues like PE or ED or severe anxiety are persistent, or if you suspect an underlying health issue,
Please seek professional help. Talk to a doctor or a therapist.
absolutely, there's help available and no shame in seeking it.
So to wrap up this deep dive, building real sexual stamina really boils down to those key pillars, doesn't it?
It does. Physical fitness, mastering your breath, and getting control of the mental game.
It's an integrated approach.
And the message we really want to leave you with is that investing in this area of your life, your sexual health and connection,
It pays off everywhere else.
huge dividends, better communication, deeper trust, just a more profound connection overall in your relationship.
Well said. Okay, time for our final provocative thought for you, the listener, to mull over. Here it is. Great sex is a skill you can learn, not a talent you're born with.
Think about that.
How empowering is that idea? Something you can actively cultivate.